Hi, this is Chris Morton with Rare Properties, here today to talk to you about the 5 reasons a home will not sell. The first reason is price. That is, a home is typically overpriced for the market, and which will result in the home sitting for a long time on the market. Buyers today are looking still for a really good house at a really good price. They don't necessarily want to take advantage of a seller, but they do still want to have a very nice home and pay a fair price for that home. By overpricing a home, all you're doing is scaring away potential buyers and making it sit on the market for much longer than it needs to. And unfortunately, the longer a home sits on the market, buyers today are trained to look at that days on market figure. And they know once you hit 100, 120, 130 or more days on market, the seller is going to get very anxious, and a buyer is more than likely going to be able to take advantage of them. So you want to get your home priced correctly in the front end, so it can get sold quickly and you can move on with your life. Second reason a home won't sell is photography. That is, a homeowner will either take pictures themselves with a normal flip phone, even a smartphone, or a Instamatic or quick shot camera, or the realtor will do so, and not hire a professional photographer. We at Rare Properties think that's a big mistake. The first showing, we always say, is not when a buyer comes in the door. It's when a buyer is sitting in their pajamas and it's 11 o'clock at night and they're going through a long list of listings that will work for them, possibly, and they're just eliminating things simply by the way it looks or the way it feels online. It's critical that you hire a professional photographer to take great, high-quality photos of your home, to put the best face forward on your home. It's always the most urgent thing you can do. Along those same lines, is the third error that you typically see people make that cause homes not to sell is not getting staging. We are huge proponents of staging at Rare Properties. Staging is having a professional come in your home and depersonalizing it, and taking the you out of the home and making it so that the future buyers can see themselves in the home. Now, this is not to say that staging is lying to a buyer or hoodwinking a buyer in any way. This is making the home generic, taking large furniture out, for example, so that they're able to see what a reasonable person with reasonable furniture, that furniture would look like in the home. And it helps get the home sold quicker, and again, it makes those photographs I was just talking about look even better when you have staging. So highly recommend that you take the time and spend the money to get staging done. The fourth thing that we see that causes homes not to sell is having a lot of repairs that need to be done, and obvious repairs, and then even the ones that aren't so obvious. So along those lines, we always recommend that a seller get a pre-listing inspection. That way they know exactly what's wrong with the home, and if they can't afford to get the work done, they at least know that they need to budget for it on the back end. As the transaction is winding down and negotiations are underway with a buyer, you know that you're going to have to allocate that money. In other words, if you have a $200,000 mortgage on your home and you've got $10,000 worth of repairs, let's say, well, you have to have $210,000 to get out of that house. Either that or you're going to be writing a check out of your account, and you certainly don't want to do that. So always good idea to get inspections done ahead of time so you know what you're up against, you can get work done ahead of time so that, again, the home looks great for a potential buyer. And also, if you can't afford it, you at least know what you need to negotiate down to. The final thing that causes a home not to sell is going either entry only or for sale by owner. By that I mean there are companies out there that will do entry only enter your home in the MLS and walk away. It's very similar to doing a for sale by owner in that you, as the seller, are responsible for showings, you're responsible for negotiating the deal at the back end and negotiating repairs and all of that sort of a thing. Realtors who are experienced and have been in the business for quite a while are very good at extracting the most amount of benefit for their buyers that they can. And they will oftentimes take advantage of you as a for sale by owner buyer or as a buyer who's left to handle all the negotiations on your own. They'll take advantage of that. It's in your best interest to hire a realtor who will take you through all the steps that it takes to sell a home. I always like to say that going from putting a sign in the yard to getting a contract is the easy part. It's the going from the contract part to getting to the closing table that's the hard part, and it's fraught with a lot of dangers and a lot of hurdles for the seller. Hope this has been helpful. If you'd like some further information, we'd love to talk to you. Our office line is 919-576-0345, and our website is rareproperties.biz. RAREPROPERITIES.biz. Love to talk to you further. This has been Chris Morton with Rare Properties. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.